have Roger back. Roger? Roger? Yes, have a seat. Roger, now, if you could, are there different ways to sink drink?
Yes. Well, there are many different types of sink drinkers. We find that the most common type is a straight drinker, someone who will just drink water straight from the spout. There are also pool slurpers, as they're called, people who will fill up the sink with water and then slurp it out of the sink. A lot of people don't find that quite as satisfying, and besides, sometimes sinks are dirty, and that's just a gross ordeal. The third type is kind of an exotic, experimental sort, and they are called spray catchers. Spray catchers. Where you take, you know, that little squirter thing on the sink. I'll take it and you know, I used to you shoot your sister with them sometimes. I'll just take it and they'll just shoot themselves with water right in the mouth. It's not a pretty picture, but they enjoy it, so something just exotic and different about that. So that's the different types. Now, like I said, straight drinking is the most common.
Now, all these different ways to do it. Could you please answer me this? Why would someone want to sink drink?
Where were we? Oh yes, a lot of people first sink drank as copycat crimes of Mr. Slugglum, and then more and more people started to find this an enjoyable practice, and it just gained from there. It's very strong in Michigan. It's very strong in areas around Aquafina and Deer Park plants. A lot of these bottling companies do not appreciate it because they'd rather people drink from the bottles of water instead of straight from the sink, but the towns promote it very much because it drives up profits from public utilities, you see. Parents don't really like it. I don't think they would care so much, except their water bills end up so high at the end of the month. It starts out innocently enough, often with filling up their bottles at the sink, or just brushing their teeth at the sink, or even taking a sip from the sink itself when perhaps there's no cup to be found, or something like that. But often when people resort to this, they find themselves unable to go back to the old way, and only enjoy drinking from the spout.
Roger, if you could just answer me this one last question. What is it in the future of sink drinking that makes it such a terrible threat to some people? What do you see for the sink drinking future?
Oh, yes, the future of sink drinking, you see, this is what scares people a whole lot, because since people have moved from cups and bottles to just straight to spout and sink, many are afraid that it won't stop here, that drinking from the sink will lead to drinking from, say, the bathtub, or drinking from, like I said, drinking from the bathtub, or drinking from the shower, which there's a lot of dangerous possibilities to drink from the shower. I mean, you can imagine. I mean, in the near future, we could see a very few avid drinkers drinking direct from the toilet. Stranger things have happened.
Yes, it sounds quite crazy.
Its popularity has often been compared to similar fads such as fast driving, curb walking, and of course, poster biting.
Well, thank you for sitting down and speaking with me today. What is that you're drinking now?
Oh well, it's just a bit of water.
It's not flavored water. It's not a soft drink.
Have you ever drunk from a sink? I drink mostly from the bottle. I try to drink just from cups and things, but it's just so hard. Something about that sink has such a lure. I just can't resist it. I can't resist it. You don't understand. I'm researching very hard to find out why.
Yes, well, thank you for coming by, Roger, and speaking with us on this important issue. Yes, the bathroom is downstairs, on the left, and the sink is on the right. That's probably what you're really after, isn't it? Well, get going. Go fulfill your dirty, terrible addiction.
I'm out of here.
Well, thank you for joining us, and I'll see you next week, same time, same station.